Hi there, my name is Kevin Darty. I'm the Education Director of the Illinois Ag in the Classroom, and welcome to another episode of Beyond the Barn Door, where we look at things involving agriculture you might not think about. You know, it's back to school time, and as kids across the state and across the nation head back to school with their backpacks, let's take a look at some of those things that might involve agriculture going back to school you might not think about. Now, easily enough, big yellow school buses travel, and a number of them, specifically in Illinois, use soy biodiesel, a byproduct of soybeans, in their bus systems. And parents dropping off, they might fuel their cars with E85. Of course, we always have the lunches and the things that are making up our nutritious lunches. However, let's stop and think about that. That school supply list, things that end up in your backpack, pencils. Pencils. Since 1812, pencils have been manufactured in the United States, and typically they use a California cedar because it doesn't warp and it stands up to durability. The California cedar, that's obviously a tree. There's a product from agriculture. The eraser is made up of both pumice, a stone, and rubber that contains pork byproducts. So you've got a little bit of lumber and you've got a little bit of animal agriculture in that. Move on. Everybody needs some supplies of paper. Everybody needs some supplies of paper. And if you think of this, 500 sheets of paper. So if you buy 5 100-count notebooks, one for each subject at that upper elementary level, 5 100-sheet notebooks, 500 sheets makes up 6% of a tree. 6% of a tree goes into making this paper. So if we get a class of 32 that each has 5 notebooks, that's the equivalent of one tree being used, harvested, and manufactured for our students to use. That tree came from Illinois. And of course, if you're using Mead and you're using the Trapper Keeper, another little Illinois connection, Mead is actually owned by the ACCO Company. Started out as the American Clipper Company, manufacturing paper clips, and they are currently headquartered in Illinois. Although we don't harvest a lot of trees for lumber production in Illinois, there is an Illinois connection to our paper company. It's headquarters here. Of course, going back to school, you might end up with some soy crayons, soybean oil-based crayons on every school list. There's also tissues. You got to send some Kleenex back for the kids. The tissues, the wood pulp for the tissues is actually made from spruce, fir, aspen, or maple trees because they have a loose fiber, the way that the pulp is generated, because they have that loose fiber. Of course, everybody needs a new bottle of glue. Glue contains beef byproducts. There's cornstarch used in the manufacture of plastic because corn and the cornstarch helps it pop out of the mold a lot quicker. Of course, teachers, after grading all those papers with those notebooks, they might need some lotion for their hands. A lot of lotion is made with soybean oil, or you might see that there's shea butter. That's exclusive, that expensive kind of shea butter. Well, shea butter is actually from an African tree nut. Shea is an African tree nut. The shea fruit itself is about the size of a plum, and you can actually buy shea butter and eat it like almond butter or peanut butter. Well, as we continue on, don't forget about other art supplies. There's beef byproducts and paint brushes, the hair of those, and of course, as we head back, you can't forget about PE uniforms. One bale of cotton can produce a number of t-shirts for our kids to go back to school with. Also, cotton and blue jeans and socks as well. Read the highlighted links and the information below just to see how much cotton is used in your school uniform, whether it's your PE uniform or the jeans and the t-shirts you wear. Of course, back to school wouldn't be the same because parents out there and teachers out there, they realize it takes a lot of cash. Well, the thing about cash is, in the manufacture of the paper for dollar bills, 75% of the paper actually comes from cotton. So the same cotton that's in your t-shirt is used in the dollar bill. 25% of that is formed from linen, and linen is made from flax, also an agricultural product. So as we head back to school, it's a great time to slow down, take a deep breath, thank a teacher, but also thank a farmer for all the school supplies that you end up with in your backpack. Have a great day. We'll see you next time.